Hi, welcome back. I have another video, and this time I'm going to be unboxing some Dwarf Slayers I just got. And this is the Dwarf Slayer command set. I do believe these guys are 7th edition, at least in the box style, but that they're older than that. I'm not sure exactly how old, but at least 7th edition, maybe 6th edition. So, I got these along with some just regular Slayers. Just this past week, and dwarves are probably going to be my next army when I'm done the undead, the vampire counts. Other than some work on my Skaven and my empire, just touching up a few things and getting a couple of extra units done that I want to see finished up as soon as possible. Now, these guys here, Slayers, they're one of those like iconic units everybody thinks of when they see dwarves. These guys here, the story for them is that they're dwarves that have in some way committed a great shameful act that they don't see any way to redeem themselves for in normal society. So what they do is they take the Slayer Vow. Now, just one second, my air exchanger's coming on. I'm going to turn that off. Sorry, I don't know what that was all about. It just started kind of going on behind me. Anyways, so yeah, they take the Slayer Vow where they basically promise to their gods and their people that they're going to go off into the wild and seek out their doom. And to do that, they're going to find as big and scary an enemy as they can, whether it's a monster or an enemy army or whatever, and just run at it, not wearing any armor, and with their hair and beards dyed bright orange and slicked up into mohawks with like pig fat or whatever they have on hand for that. And they just basically go out looking for death. And if they're not, successful, so to speak, they get more and more powerful in the sense that they pick up new ranks. You're can be like a slayer, a troll slayer, a giant slayer, a demon slayer, and so on. There's different tiers, and basically the bigger the thing you can kill without dying, the more unsuccessful you are as a slayer, and they'll try even harder the next time to find just an impossible situation that they can die in and redeem themselves. I do believe that they also travel to Karak Kadrin, I think it's called, the Slayer city, the Slayer hold, where they have a Slayer king, and they do something there because there's some big shrine. I remember that in one of the Gotrek books. But anyways, yeah, these guys here are the command unit for the Slayers. I'm going to open them up in just a moment. So, nice box art, as always, from this period. Done in a way where you get to see the models painted, but in a more, realistic setting. And on the back, it's just a more clear image of these dwarves, how to prepare them, and some suggestions of how to paint them. Obviously, not very good suggestions, seeing as it doesn't even cover all the colors used, but they've improved that, obviously, a lot over the years. So yeah, it's a great box, as always. It's one of the little tiny ones we used to get. This was basically sort of the replacement for blisters, I think is how it was supposed to work. Things like White Lions and Iron Breakers and these guys, whatever. Basically, pewter units would go into either a 5-man command box where you got your command and 2 extras, or you'd get a 5-man infantry squad that would have 5 different sculpts or whatever they had for that unit. I think there might have still been blisters, but I think this was sort of the idea that you wouldn't need blisters if you just bought a couple of these. Inside, we have perfect Slayers. When it's unopened like that, I always do get a little concerned that you're going to find out that it's missing stuff that I really doubt GW can replace now. Just look at their sculpts really quick. This guy here is pretty cool. About to bring this axe up and down on something's skull, it looks like. Oops, covering his face. they're pewter, and as you can tell, it's hard to make out the details because of that. This guy here, he is just he's the other normal dwarf. So these are the two normals that I happen to pull out first. Actually, one thing, it didn't come with a little booklet that usually came in these boxes back then. It's disappointing. Okay, standard bearer. This guy's cool. I've always loved this standard, and you'll see in a second if you didn't notice in the box what he has. So he's pretty cool looking. Like all the pewter command models, they're quite nice. They have a lot of characterful details and a lot of flash I got to clean up, but that's part of how it works. Nice, I don't know, kind of a Rufio cut there, the triple mohawk. I guess I never showed the backs of these guys. Again, nice and detailed. They're going to look good painted up. Some bases. There it is. That is the top of the standard. It is a troll head and a bunch of like little like runic coins and a book, and yeah, it's nice here. It's better to see it in the picture so you can kind of get a It's not the same. Interesting. I do think I actually have this one here in a is there another option? Nope. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I actually have that piece in my blister box, or my my bits box. So I'll take a look. I do think this is actually like this is the newest sculpt they put in. I don't think there was two alternatives, or an alternative. I mean, I think this one was done later, but I'm pretty sure I have the other one, like I said, in my bits box. And here we go. Musician. It's got a big trumpet. If I can, there we go. It's got lots of cool, like, runic, wavy symbols on it. Nice axe. Again, really good crest and beard. Yep, very cool models. And the champion. This guy here is your giant slayer, I think he's called. Or maybe he's the troll slayer. I really do forget I think it's Slayer and Troll Slayers where you can have multiple of these guys as unit champions. Basically, you can have like a whole front rank of them to an extent, other than your command unit. At least in 8th edition, you can take as many of these guys as you want, as long as you paid for the upgrade. Yeah, so I think they're Troll Slayers. And then the hero was the Giant Slayer, and the Lord was the Demon Slayer. Pretty sure that's how it went. So again, this guy is really cool. Huge mohawk. Big runic axe. Very cool model. I think this is the reason I want to paint up these dwarves I have, is just to get some paint on my Slayers. Like I said, I have 5 more of the basic ones somewhere. But yeah, for now, that was the Dwarf Slayers command. And I hope you enjoyed taking a look at this with me. And if you did, if you have any thoughts or comments, please leave them below as always. And thanks very much for your time, and have a great day.